What it do, SWAC fans? It's your boy SWAC TV, and today is Jackson State versus Bethune-Cookman Preview plus Prediction. I want to start off by saying please do not let Bethune-Cookman starting 0-6 fool you. Please don't. I said in the previous video that I actually like watching Bethune-Cookman play, especially the last few games with Devin Black playing. They are better than their record, trust me. They have just a lot going on behind the scenes with their administrator and other things. So I want to just jump straight into the good when it comes to them. Uh, BCU got a linebacker named Ontario Johnson. He's number 12. He actually leads the SWAC in tackles. He averages almost 10 tackles a game. He be all over the place. Seem like he's always in the right place at the right time. He even had 14 tackles week before last against Mississippi Valley. All right, next, I want to shout out their running back, Keushan Bird. He is also the truth, and he beasting every week, whether they lose or not. You know, he gonna do his thing. He gonna get his shine. Uh, Always, well, he would actually open up the passing game for Black if he's on his game. Jackson State now, they did make Qualls for Alabama A&M look like a junior high running back. So this is the next good running back that this is probably the second best running back they played this season. So we just gonna see what Jackson State can do against him. Yeah, and the biggest shout out goes to their tight end, number one, Kamara Everett. The man is a straight up beast and more of a threat than more than probably 75% of the wide receivers in the SWAC. And I'm talking about the wide receivers to start. I have said it multiple times before and will say it again for the people in the back. He is hands down the best tight end in the SWAC, and there's a huge gap between him and the next best tight end. Jackson State will really need help from their linebackers in coverage this week and take away the middle of the field from him, because if not, he gonna eat. Trust me. He has been on my top 5 receiving list every week except for one. And by the way, did I mention he's 6'6", 260? And oh yeah, he actually leads the SWAC in receiving yards as well, and that's over receivers, anybody. So he would definitely be hard to stop. Matter of fact, he just don't hit the middle of the field. He hit the outside. I mean, he run whatever route he wants to run. He's so big, and normally like corners and safeties, they ain't no taller than they anywhere between 5'9", probably 6 foot. So this man will be a problem, if we don't address him early and often. Not a bad when it comes to BCU. Just want to go on and get this out the way. Their right tackle is straight doo-doo butter. And I mean this, in the nicest way possible. But first of all, he's super slow coming up off that line. The only time he actually does any type of decent blocking is if he's blocking down, like into the line. But if he has to actually take on a defensive end by himself, it's over with. So if I was Coach Prime, I would definitely line James Houston up in front of him and just let him eat all day long. Because, I mean, he going to destroy this man. And the crazy thing is they actually could, because the right tackle that I'm talking about is number 78. And, I mean, he's huge, but he just ain't no good. Crazy thing is, though, is that they don't even have a 78 listed on their roster. So I don't know if they just found this dude just randomly walking the street and just added him to the roster. I mean, I can't even tell you what his name is. Get somebody hurt, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. The next I would say is the coach. The next bad will be the coach loyalty to Shannon Patrick, the quarterback. That's gonna hurt him. He loves to seem like, since I believe Patrick was injured like 1 or 2 weeks, and that's when Devin Black took over. But I noticed last game he started Patrick for some odd reason, and Devin Black has been playing well. His loyalty is what's going to hurt him, because I promise you, if he start that man against JSU going to jump on him immediately. And I mean, it's going to be a massacre from the first minute of the game. So their only chance, their only hope of just trying to keep the game close is making sure that you start Devin Black. Oh, yeah, and another bad thing when it comes to them, they probably think it's a good thing, but it is not going to work in their favor versus Jackson State. First of all, that their punt returner, I know his name is Shamar Menace. If I'm not mistaken, he's number 86. And he got to be the most riskiest returner I have ever seen in my life. I mean, this man literally already be having his mind made up that he's going to run the ball. I don't care if somebody's 10 yards away from him, or literally if somebody is right in this man's grill. He gonna still try. He gonna call himself being sneaky, gonna pick up that ball, and he gonna run it. I'm talking, this was every punt return almost last week. I know for sure. Like that man is super risky, and I promise you, he gonna end up, if he doing that mess against JSU, that man gonna end up going out the game on a stretcher. I hate to say it. I don't wish bad on nobody. It's like, hopefully he don't do that. But if he do, I can easily see somebody popping him and another player picking it up, running it back for a touchdown. Because that's literally how risky that man is. He gonna try Jackson State because he think he gonna catch him off guard. Coach Prime, please watch film on them boys. I know y'all will. But watch for that punt returner. Have your team ready to blast that man right in his mouth, because he gonna try you. The bad when it come to JSU, of course, you know, it's the kicking game. Every week, by now, we all know JSU. We know their weaknesses. We know their strengths, because they got a whole bunch of those and very few weaknesses. But the thing I will say, of course, is the kicking, which they probably just stay away from anyway. They so good, they really don't even need the kicker no more. I probably just, go and just let him continue to go to class, go and let him get his little free education, and just let him go chill. You know what I'm saying? Just let him go, let him go home for the rest of the season. But I will say, I want that offensive line to be the same offensive line from the Alabama A&M game. They was just, to me, they was more ruthless, more dominant. They was just they looked totally different to me. So I'm hoping that the offensive line revert back to that. And also the penalties, man. Like, come on now. The penalties has been crazy for JSU. And so the penalties definitely got to get better. And another thing, and this is what the coach wants. The coach wants to win every quarter. So, of course, last game against Alabama State, they lost the second quarter. Yeah, so I would just say win every quarter, cut down on the penalties, send the field goal kicker home, man. That man want to go home and be with his family for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so go and let him do that. And also, hopefully, the offensive line come ready to play. The X factor to me every week is going to be Warren Newman. Because you just never know, man. This dude in the punt return can make noise. He can make noise at the receiver. Telling this for a while, but we don't need him back there now. But he can play running back also if he needed to. But we all know Santee Marshall doing his thing right now. J.D. Martin, them going back and forth, switching the carries. So, but he's gonna be the X factor, of course, Warren Newman. I'm so ready to see what Malachi Wideman do this week, if he gonna get another touchdown. I'm ready to see Keep Corbin again. I mean, he showed out last week. Man, Lanier done got quiet. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I would love to see him again. Rucker done got quiet. It's like, there's a few players that done got quiet that's still playmakers. James Houston gonna go off. I want to see him go off. Aubrey Miller, I want to see him go off. Shiloh Sanders want to see him go off. I want to see Cam put somebody on their tail and pop them, just like he do every game. I mean, Cam impresses me every game. Man, I just want to see everybody show out. Coach Prime, I know you're gonna bring your A game. I know y'all practicing hard this week. I pray you get your voice back so that you can, because your voice is everything. You motivate them boys to a T. Everything I done heard you tell them. I mean, I would tell my team if I had one. So big ups to y'all. Thank you for watching. And the prediction gonna be 31-14. So I said all that to still say Jackson State gonna beat them by 17. This is gonna be the first game in a while where they hadn't had to make somebody pass their remote and skunk them by 21.